Hey everybody watching from the United States, welcome back to the YouTube channel Weather Aware, your go-to source for the most accurate and reliable weather forecast. In today's update, I'll be discussing with you that what's really going on in United States for the weather conditions like the rains, winds and temperatures, that what's really going on. But wait, before starting the video, it's a crucial request to please hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell so you don't get missed about your area. Also watch the complete video till the end. Skipping might mean you're missing on something very important today because I've tried to cover up every region of United States, and today's weather is very complex, very important to know because there is an extreme rainfall warning towards much of the areas in the mid-Atlantic like the New Jersey, like the Virginia, like some of the areas towards the Ohio Valley, Kentucky, and all of those areas are under a very extreme rainfall chances because recently a low pressure system is just being stand over the areas towards the North Carolinas off coast, and that is just producing much of the moisture from the Gulf and the Atlantic is interacting in these areas. Severe rainfall is expected to continue from the North Carolina into the mid-Atlantic, and this rainfall would be continued for over the past 2 to 3 days. But wait, before starting the video, again, I would say please hit the subscribe button. I would say that I am being a weather forecaster for over 7 years, and I've been studying over the weather for over the 7 years for the Mauritius weather, for the South Indian Ocean cyclonic seasons, and other I have already experienced in a weather field, and I'm being a meteorologist for the past 7 years and recently just studying on the weather of United States, so you just get aware of what's really going on in your country. So let's get started. So first I will talk about the Florida Panhandle and towards the southeast. This region of United States is under a mixed condition, like no significant rainfall is expected in the morning time, but when the afternoon progresses, afternoon or evening hours could see some of the chances of the rainfall because I can still say the lingering front and much of the moisture from the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic Ocean can interact in these areas with the cooler mass that is just coming from the northeast, can interact in these areas that can significantly impact the coast of the southeast, where the severe rainfall can be started in the afternoon or evening hours, like the Florida Panhandle, like the Carolina coast, like the Alabama, Georgia. And all of these regions are under a rainfall threat during the afternoon or evening hours, but I would already say no significant rainfall is expected. Only a few areas would be seeing the rainfall. I'll be honest with you people that southeast is not under much of the rainfall chances, but few pockets can see some of the passing showers and few puffs of thunderstorms are possible. Alright, if I talk about the I-95 corridor like the Connecticut, like the Pennsylvania, and all of those areas towards the I-95 corridor like the North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. So this region is much clearer these days. No significant rainfall is expected rather than passing showers and few pop-ups of thunderstorms. But due to this activity, like the new low pressure that was standing over the Carolinas coast, is now likely to also likely to affect the areas towards the I-95 corridor where severe rainfall is expected, but that would be local and not much expected. Like there is a rainfall which is just spreading in all over the areas. This rainfall would be local and would only affect the significant areas where the rainfall could be seen in all those areas. Right, now let's flip things towards the northeast. So northeast region has seen a lot changes in the past 2 months, like no significant rainfall is expected, but the region which I would include like the New York City, Pennsylvania, Maine, New England, Connecticut, and all of those regions have no significant rainfall chances. The only region would be seeing the rainfall would be mid-Atlantic. That would be the direct result of the low pressure system that is just pulling much of the moisture from the Atlantic and the Gulf Coast, and the rest assured. If I talk about the deep northwest, so no significant rainfall is expected, but the temperatures have been much decreased in the past 2 months towards the northeast region, like the New York City, like the Pennsylvania, like the Maine. All of those regions have seen a lot lower temperatures because the cooler air mass that is just coming from the Canadian coast is directly affecting the areas towards the northeast. So people have to be aware of that. And the daytime temperatures are also not much higher towards the northeast, so there is no stage set for the severe rainfall and the isolated thunderstorms for the northeast, because there is not such an environment in the northeast, because that would be included a lingering front that is not much active in those regions. Alright, if I talk about the central plains like the Mississippi Valley, Oklahoma, and the New Mexico, and all of those regions are also expected to see some of the rainfall, and the isolated thunderstorm chances are there for the central plains, Oklahoma, Mississippi Valley, and Kentucky, Wyoming, Colorado. All of those regions likely to see a rainfall today, but the rainfall would be local and no significant rainfall is expected, rest assured, in all other areas. But the areas that I've included in the video, again, you can listen: Oklahoma, Mississippi Valley, Kentucky, and some of the areas towards the mid-Atlantic like the Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley. These regions can see the rainfall, and the rainfall is a direct result of the moisture that is also affecting millions of people over United States. Also, the much of the moisture is coming from the Pacific coast, is also interacting in the southwest, that is creating the severe rainfall condition over the United States. Also the Arizona, also the New Mexico, Texas, Utah, and other areas can see the significant rainfall. If I talk about the Pacific coast like the Washington, like the California, like the Oregon, so this region is also likely to experience the rainfall. But the temperature trends have been changed a lot in the past few months. Right, if I flip things towards the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes, so this region is under a very extremely high pressure system, which is just causing a lot blocking of the rainfall. Like, no significant rainfall is expected for all over the upper Midwest and the Midwest region like the Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, and other areas like the Colorado, Wyoming. All of these regions have been blocked from seeing any kind of rainfall because the high pressure is blocking these things. But if I talk about the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes, so that region can see some of the rainfall chances like the North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Minnesota. This region can experience some of the rainfall due to the upper level trough, but not the central plains and the Midwest region. Midwest region includes the Nebraska and the North Dakota, South Dakota, Illinois, and all these regions, Iowa, and all these regions can see no significant rainfall because this region is completely dry and hot. No significant rainfall is expected. So it was the weather forecast for all over the United States, from southwest rainfall season to southeast, where the rainfall chances are there, but the some and few pockets can see the rainfall, and the northeast is experiencing a very cold temperatures. Pacific Ocean and the Pacific coast can see some of the rainfall chances, but no significant rainfall is expected. If you're liking our updates, just hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell so you don't get missed about your area. It was a pleasure making an update for Americans, and I would glad to see you people if you just comment me in the comment section that where you are watching my video from. Thanks again, hit the subscribe button, and I see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and your family, and goodbye for now.